Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Um, so the last couple of days have been very interesting in terms of what I have been channeling and the things that I have been just letting flow through me. Um, I'm speaking to someone who has been purging in the last couple of days. Actually, in the last couple of months, you've been going through a deep transformation, a deep initiation here in your spiritual journey. You could have been going through initiation after initiation after initiation, going through a couple of ego deaths here and really peeling off. I'm hearing like peeling off the onion, really getting to when you're cutting an onion and it makes your eyes very watery and you really, you start crying and it feels really uncomfortable. It's almost like spirit wanted you to get to that point of you peeling the onion to understand like what is rotten, like what is it that you need to um see so that you're able to plant new seeds so that something different can grow, so that something different can emerge. And so this is someone who is going through a self-love journey. And I'm feeling like this is going to be what this channel is going to attract those that are going through a self-love healing journey and want to become better and want to be more aligned and want to be more balanced and want to have more peace and want to have more space and freedom to be able to manifest the life of their dreams. I'm speaking to the dreamers here. I'm speaking to those that have this passion and this fire inside of them, ready to be explored, ready to be fulfilled, and is working through the different blocks to get to that, whatever that is for you, your dream job, your dream career, where you want to live, how the lifestyle you want to experience, the relationships you want to have, whatever that looks for you, that's the collective that I'm attracting as I begin to grow this community and to speak these messages. I want to be intentional of the energy that I want to bring here, one of love, one of growth, one of abundance, one of open mind, having an open mindset that some things might not resonate with you now, but maybe in the future it will, and you'll start connecting the dots. Or if this is not for you, that's okay too, right? I mean, I believe that these messages will align with the people that need to hear it. And I believe so powerfully in that because it happened to me. I wouldn't be here recording these messages if I didn't believe in spirit, if I didn't believe in the power of love and in and how that love, which is the highest frequency in earth, the highest frequency that any human can attain, when we're in that frequency of love, magic happens. Magic truly happens. And that's what I want to spread. I want to spread the magic of love. And so that's what the message has really been. That spirit has been really um showing you behind the veil that you're really seeing just things that are not coming with you in this new timeline, in this new version of who you are becoming. So let's pull some cards because, I could stay channeling. Um, I love that. I love when spirit just like hits me and starts just, it's like, I'm like, yes, yes, I feel it's truly honor. I feel truly honored to be able tap into this gift, and maybe I'm talking about this because someone needs to hear it. Like I truly feel honored and so grateful for all the lessons and the hardships and the things that and the obstacles and the betrayals and the disappointments and the frustrations, because those things have truly shaped the diamond that I'm becoming. And I think that there's a lot of people out there that are listening to this message. Hopefully, I'm manifesting that, who are understanding that too, that there is no beauty without pain, that life is duality, right? That there can be one without the other. And that's sometimes it's, it is not sometimes when you get to this path of awakening, that truth can hit you. It could just smack you so hard out of nowhere that you don't even see it coming, and you're like, what the F was that? How can I not have seen the truth, which has been right in front of my nose the whole time? But when you're blinded by fear, when you're not walking by faith, when you don't believe in yourself, when you have been letting your mind just run rampant, doing whatever it wants, yeah, you're not going to see the beauty. You're not going to see the magic. You're just going to stay in that frequency of disappointment and pain and frustration. And that's not what God wants for you. That's not what spirit wants for you. That's not what your spirit wants. Your spirit is one, a fierce one, a powerful one that just can't be tamed, a wild one. I feel like I heard a lion roar when I said that. You have really powerful energy behind you. And I know that sometimes it might seem like, really, can that really be what's happening? Can it be true that I feel the spirit of God, that I feel the protection of my ancestors and spirit and the angels that want me to be my best version, that wants me to speak my truth in hopes that someone else who looks like me, went through something similar, um, like me, who just gets inspired by the words that I'm saying, that we can slowly start changing. And I'm hearing balancing the world, because I was gonna say first we could start changing the world to a better place, and I believe that. But it's not like in the naive way that bad things are not gonna happen. Again, it's duality. There's what's good, what's bad. It's knowing that we can change. We can make our lives better if we have the willingness to just change our perspective and look things in a different way, at a higher consciousness, not just being stuck in just lower frequencies that are just sucking us into that depression, into that pain, into that fear of lack, of scarcity, of thinking that you're not good enough to make your dreams come true. That's an illusion. That's not true. You are more than capable of creating magic, creating your heaven here on earth. So I'm gonna pull here from Rebel Sacred card that I love. I love this deck. I love the just when I picked it, I was just really drawn to like the image. It felt like very ancestral and like nurturing, and like a mother being very nurturing to her future generations. And I feel like maybe that's the energy too that I've picked up, that there's a lot of ancestral protection. There's a lot of like grandma, grandparent energy, like very loving, very tender, very soft, that wants you to really feel taken care of in this moment of transition, in this moment of figuring out who you are, what's your new identity, what's the thing that's going to move you into the direction that your soul wants to go through. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love that. All right, let's get a card here. Let's put the deck. Okay, so we're getting bringing it into form. bring it into form. This is the card that we got. Bring into form. What I'm getting when I see this, it's like step by step. Especially that I've been seeing a lot the numbers 1, 2, 3, like the sequence 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like I've been seeing a lot of sequence numbers, and I think it for me it just symbolized like you're going on the right path. Just take one step at a time. So I think whoever's listening to this message right now, just don't let yourself get overwhelmed by the vision of your dreams or the things that you want to accomplish, thinking that, oh my God, that's too big. Am I crazy? Like, how am I gonna make that happen? You will make it happen. You can make it happen. You just have to believe in it and just take one step at a time. Let's see what the book says. It always has some really great messages when I read from right from the book. This oracle confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not happen by traditional routes, even if it seems unimaginable. When it is time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it. It will happen. I love that. I love that. It's again the message that I've been channeling. Like, don't be afraid of your dreams. Spirit right now has had you in a time of pause intentionally because it wanted you to go into your weeds and rip each one apart. Like I'm picturing right now a garden that you have just ripped every single weed apart and planted new seeds, and you step by the steps that you need to take, like anything that you're nurturing, tending to it, watering it, and having patience and just letting it do its natural thing, like trusting in the cycles of nature, right? That death reborn cycle, right? Like that's what I'm getting here. And you're in a phase of like rebirth. You're in the edge of this thing that you want to create coming into form, and it's just you taking one step at a time, one step at a time. Let's start with let me pull some oracle cards now. I should have had them out, but one of the things that I'm really working on is the idea of, I feel like every time I scratch my nose, it's like on the nose. It's this idea of perfection. I'm just gonna be messy and I'm just gonna do my thing, and let's see where spirit takes me, because this is part of the healing journey, surrendering and just letting things unfold naturally. I'm gonna pull 3 cards. The first one that came out was a Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing someone who is very grounded in what they have created. And it's just, here you go. And I feel like he's very grounded in earth on what he's creating, and is like almost taking a pause and seeing the fruits of his labor is what I'm seeing. The next card that came out was the Eight of Swords, which is almost this idea that what I was channeling at the beginning of the message, that veil has been lifted. You are no longer bonded. You are no longer tied to that limited mindset, to that person, to that place, to that behavior. You have unbounded yourself, and you are now seeing the reality of the life that you can actually create step by step, right? You're going to bring into form that life that you've always dreamed of. Here with the Eight of Cups, I'm just seeing someone who is really deep in reflection right now, really deep in reflection. I think you did not realize how deep that wound um was. I think there was like something recently that was unveiled that really shook you to your core, and that really just made you see things from a different perspective. And back to what I was saying earlier when I started this message, this notion of duality, of there isn't beauty without pain. This was the pain, and you're transmuting, you're alchemizing that pain into into whatever, into limitless dreams, into whatever abundance you want to create. But right now, you you have been, this moment of pause and of reflection has really brought out of you, I'm hearing clarity, like you're getting more clarity in what the next steps are. That's what it is. You're getting more clarity in what those next steps are. Let's pull out some cards here from the Akashic Records to clarify these cards. So the first card we received here was victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. And I think you've understood that. I think you've understood that, and that's why you are secure in seeing the things that you have now, the things that you have planted, you are secure in them because you know that you have weeded out that victim mentality. You know that that victim mentality will no longer serve you in this next version of who you are becoming. Butterflies could be significant here. Sunflowers too. Yeah, it's like I see the sun and I feel like the sun is like this generator. It's almost like you've been generated. You have alchemized that victim mindset because you went deep into, you went deep into compassion for yourself. You were being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaker, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. And that's that, being that person to yourself, being that loving comforter was what got you out of this Eight of Swords mentality or mindset that you were somehow in bondage to your victim mindset, somehow in bondage to, oh, well, it can never happen to me. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. Who's going to listen to what I have to say? How dare I think that I can have big dreams or that I can have the relationships and the community and the people and the support that I'm asking for? You had to weave that out of your mind to be able to now start bringing in a new form, a new mentality, a new way of living. I'm feeling really pumped right now. I feel really pumped, like someone who is wisdom. And what all of this has brought so much wisdom to you. And I've been seeing so many owls. Today I went to the American Dream, and I saw so many owls. Like, and for me, owl is my spirit animal, and is owl, if you don't know, owl symbolize wisdom, and I love that wisdom came out here. Um, it says you've been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not the wise choice may not be the popular choice, but the choice for the highest good in this situation. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's what you're in deep reflection in, that you know that you're gonna have to leave some people, places, behavior, limited mindsets, victim mentalities behind. And you want to obviously stay in that, in the energy, frequency, mindset of compassion, and I know that that's hard, especially, but if you're in this, in this, in this channel, in this journey, is because you're a compassionate person. And sometimes you have become victim of that compassion, of thinking, oh, well, they just don't know better, or like, let me be there and be their supporting friend, that supporting character in their movie, when you were always when you were meant to be the main character of your own story, but you've been hiding behind other people's stories because you've been afraid to look within. You've been afraid to release those things that were holding you hostage. And you thought that by you releasing that, that you were going to somehow disappoint other people, that you were a bad person, that you were selfish, that you were just an angry person, that you just wanted to push everyone to the side, but you were just trying to figure who you are behind all the layers that people have tried to put and project onto you. And that has brought so much wisdom. And now you're bringing that wisdom into form. You're bringing it here into earth, and you're going to see how the work that you've done internally is going to manifest in your reality. You were meant to be abundant. But if you don't believe that, and if you don't do the work to dig out and weed out this mindset, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. And that's not what Spirit wants for you. Spirit wants to help you. Spirit wants you to take those steps, but you have to co-create with it too. You have to believe that, okay, if this is what I want to do, if this is the thing that's aligned for me, then go for it and stop second guessing yourself and letting other people's fears and projections get in the way of what makes you happy, right? Ay, ay, ay. I get fired up when I start speaking about like self-love and boundaries and all that stuff, because I know how hard that was. Spirit clarifications card for 7 up. I'm just gonna pull a couple of more cards to see what else Spirit wants to tell us. There's anything else that we've missed. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you were afraid to be yourself because you thought it was too much. You felt like you were too much for other people, so you wanted to make yourself small so that you can be accepted in places that were never meant to have you in the first place. Because, baby, your energy is magnetic. Your energy is juicy. Your energy is like cotton candy. People want it. People want it. And I think for a long time you wanted to deny it. You wanted to deny your greatness. You wanted to deny the thing that makes you you. No, baby, be too much. And whoever can't take it, well, too bad, so sad. You've definitely got away. You definitely were the one that got away, and unfortunately there's going to be, some people that realize it, that realize that you were the real deal is what I'm listening. Oh, I love to scratch my nose on point. Yeah, you got away. You got away, and thank God you did. And thank God you did, because you took the reins of your life, right? Yeah, I just love that. And this is the card that came out for the Eight of Cups, which is, your lucky break is coming. Good fortune, good things. There's a turning point here. There's something that's going to happen, and I don't think you know exactly how good this is going to be. I feel like it's a secret. I almost feel like I feel like I see your ancestors giggling, like she has no idea how good it's gonna be. Um, let's see. Let's take a card from, this is from the Moon deck. Let's see what Spirit has for us here. I feel really good. I feel like really, this is a really good energy. I like this energy. Ooh, ooh, okay, let's see. I trust the change unfolding in my life. How beautiful. And you know what, guys? I love, this is the stuff that gets me like so excited. We have here bring it into form, right? Which is what number? 41. And then we have here I trust the change unfolding in my life. And what number is here? 41. So 41 could be significant, or 5 5, 5 means change. And it's numerology breaking down the four and the one. That's five. So five could be significant for someone. Um, yeah, and I love this card, right? I trust the change unfolding in my life. Yeah, there's a change coming. There's something coming, but you have no idea what it is. That you're excited because you can feel it, because you can feel that all this work that you put in and all this transmutation, all this alchemization that you have done with your mind. I feel like this has been a really big shift in your mind and how you think and how you strategize and how you move forward. You do it with so much more intention. You do it with so much more grace. You do have a lot of compassion for people. I'm seeing the oh, which one is that one? Is that the Queen of Cups? I can't remember what card that is, but I see someone who is a queen who is very, very sure, very steady with a sword in her hand and her hand open. I can't think right now what exactly that card is, but it's one of receiving. It's one of receiving and giving. Like I will give and I'm open to receiving, but don't F with me because I'll slice you. It's like, it's that energy of like, my boundaries are so strong and I love myself too much to let anything in that is not going to serve me for my highest good, right? And for the highest good of all, of course. But I think you're in the season of learning to be a little bit selfish with yourself, learning to let yourself be loved, let yourself be received, let yourself be taken care of, let yourself be in that feminine divine where you're just going with the flow, when you're letting things come to you and not this oh, I'm feeling that in my root as I'm saying it. No, not feeling this like desperation. Like we're out of that energy of desperation. We're centered and we know who we are and we know what we want, and we're going to just patiently wait for God to reveal what the next steps are, because we are paying attention. We are paying attention. This collective is paying attention, and God loves it when we're in alignment with I was gonna say with him, but him, her, Mother Gaia, the universe, whatever calls you, whatever inspires you, whatever connects you to that higher power. It doesn't matter. I think we get so caught up in that, and I think what God wants the most is for you to find your alignment, for you to find your truth, whatever that means for you, so that you can live in peace, in happiness and flow. Like life is supposed to be good. At least this season that's coming up is going to be really good. And I can't wait to hear or to read in the comments, I should say, what are you feeling? What is this energy like for you? Let me know. I would love to connect with you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming into this space. I hope that whoever is receiving this message feels a little bit lighter, feels a bit hopeful, feels a bit loved. Sending you so much love. Stay in love, stay in compassion, stay in forgiveness. Till next time, my friends.